Julia is a very busy gal. She often gets home at 10 p.m. and rushes to the kitchen to do her homework. She sits down, pulls out a few of her study materials, and gets down to studying for her urinary test in AP US History. Two hours later, Julia is slightly frazzled. Luckily, she stumbles upon 3 informative YouTube videos that may be what she's looking for. She tries to watch them all.
Or brunch buffets, in the end, we're left with a mess. And I'm not talking about spilled beer and Doritos.
Solid waste
I'm talking about
eventually
toxic
gonna
levels of
overrun
garbage
your
that need to
health.
be killed.
Suddenly, she checks her phone. Oh no, it's already 12:48 a.m. She only has 6 more hours to study. How is she going to watch 3 YouTube videos in time? Oh no. Suddenly, Julia remembers something her smart friend Young told her. Times 2 speed. Now, Julia can watch the videos in half the time. Wow. The next day, Julia comes home from school after her urinary test. She runs to the kitchen to check her grades. Why did Julia fail?
To collect data, Julia and her team decided to use her MacBook's text-to-speech function to test whether or not information retention is affected by talking speed. They wrote a paragraph on the quokka, a friendly marsupial animal that would not incur any radical opinions, and used her laptop to read the paragraph out loud at 2 speeds, normal and fast.
The quokka is a marsupial animal about the size of a domestic cat, like many other. The quokka is a marsupial animal about the size.
Julia and her team decided to conduct the experiment on periods 3 and 4 of Mrs. Bishop's AP Physics 1 class with Mrs. Bishop's permission. Although true random sampling was difficult to do, Julia and her team wanted to use 2 relatively similar groups of people with similar demographics to try to reduce the effect of confounding variables. They used a random number generator to assign treatments. They would generate a number between 1 to 100, with an even number resulting in the class receiving the normal treatment, and an odd number resulting in the class receiving the fast treatment. For period 3, they generated an odd number, indicating that third period would receive the fast treatment. Period 4 then by default was assigned to the normal treatment. Before having the laptop read the information aloud, she passed out quizzes to the subjects, which were students in Mrs. Bishop's AP Physics class. After the paragraph was read, the subjects were to complete the quiz in 3 minutes or less. Afterwards, the quizzes were graded and the scores were entered into a spreadsheet, where the mean and standard deviation of each treatment, normal and fast, were found. Here is a graphical representation of the data collected. The normal reading speed histogram is skewed left, whereas the fast reading speed histogram is somewhat bimodal. The mean score of the normal reading speed treatment is greater than that of the fast reading speed treatment, 5.515 as opposed to 4.097, and the fast reading speed has a greater standard deviation than the normal reading speed, 1.921 as opposed to 1.770. There are no outliers in either treatment. Her team decided to use a 2-sample t-test with a null hypothesis that the population means of the 2 treatments were equal to each other. That is, they had a difference of 0. And an alternative hypothesis that the population mean of the normal talking speed treatment was greater than that of the fast talking speed treatment. The alpha significance level was 0.05. They found the t-statistic to be 3.066. With calculator found degrees of freedom 60.723, the p-value was found to be 0.001617. Since the p-value was clearly smaller than the alpha significance level of 0.05, Julia and her team concluded that there was convincing evidence that the population mean score of the normal talking speed treatment was greater than that of the fast talking treatment. It seemed likely that information retention is negatively affected by increasing talking speed. Instruction given at a slower, more normal pace seemed to be related to higher scores. So the next time Julia wants to learn more about the urinary system, she knows that she should listen to Bozeman biology at a normal talking speed if she wants to receive that perfect, yet elusive 1,000 out of 1,000 points, or at least better than a 24%.